probably. Back here at Galvin Park, Cookie's right, the taxi's arrived. So if you
I hope he's got his suit. That's what I want to see him dressed up in his suit.
You have to go, Cookie.
Yeah, look, we'll get a bit of this quarter in before we tootle off down the highway to the wedding I've got to go to. I was very impressed with Winchelsea in the first term because it looked like Werribee were going to blow him out of the water early with Chuck on fire. But Hampshire got on top of him, used his fist very well on a few occasions. Be interesting to see where Paul Price is going to start. Have you got him yet, Larry?
Yeah, he's in the forward 50. He's down there now.
Okay, so he might stay the one end all day, I reckon.
Well, the siren sounds, and it's a classic siren up here, isn't it?
That sounds like someone turned the car on.
So the ball is in the air. Hardingham and his opponent there in Clayton, neither going to tap down. Gillam runs onto the footy, picks it up for Werribee, gets a handball backwards to Jewel. Jewel now tries to boot a tackle, decides to have a bounce, runs to forward 50, kicks it well inside 50. Oh, Bernardo just gave his opponent to slip ever so slightly there. You only need half a metre, and then got the easy chest mark in front of him. So 15 or 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. It looks like Hampshire might have the job there.
Yeah, it was.
And Bernardo just, well, it wasn't a great kick, but it was into the gap, and it gave him the opportunity. Bernardo running forward. It was out in front
of him, Eric, wasn't it, where he was able to run onto the ball. That wasn't a good kick. It was a good.
That's a good kick, though.
I tell you what, he doesn't miss too many of those, Mark Bernardo. He has kicked the first goal of the second quarter inside a minute, and that's the third goal for the Werribee Central side. Great start to the second quarter, 3-2-20. They lead Winchelsea 2 goals 12. That's on the Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 1 minute.
Yeah, well, I'll just take you back to the start of that bounce there. It was typical Chris Gillam then. Polly said to his players at quarter time, we've got to have a dip in this quarter, boys. We've wasted the first quarter. He leads by example. He always does that. And if we take our memory back, Eric, three-quarter time, and then the third quarter at Winch, he dominated. And that's the type of player he is. He's down a little bit today, but he'll fire up.
He just went and just tapped Clayton, the ruckman, on the head, so he gave a bit of credit there.
So he goes this time, Clayton. Up he goes. He won that one too. A bit wider for Stuka. Couldn't pick it up at ground level. Jewel has been a good player for Werribee. Dives on top of it. Is he going to get pinged? Yeah! Oh, he crossed himself 3 times. I thought he was going to release it. He didn't. Oh, gee whiz. Different interpretations. He pulled that ball in for mine, Jewel, and didn't try and knock it out.
No doubt.
But no free kick. So the umpire restarts it again. Up they go. This time Hardingham might have got the hit down. He got it down there towards his teammate Price, who pushed the ball in front of him. Couldn't quite pick it up. Ground level, Bogey's a chance. Chopped off there in front of him, though. Beautifully done, Chris Kelly of Werribee. He kicks the ball back towards his teammate who marks Brad Jewell, having a good game. Plays on immediately, kicks the ball up towards half forward. The target was Dave Carlton. He couldn't take the mark. Werribee have got the numbers out of the back line. They come through. Christian McFarlane with a thumping kick down towards half forward. Up goes Reed. Couldn't take the mark. That was Nathan Reed. There's a couple of them down there. He ran out of space as he goes to the footy. 65 metres out from the goal. Winchelsea are attacking. They're trailing on the scoreboard. 3 goals, 2-20 to the Centrals. 2 goals straight to Werribee. Second quarter scoreboard, of course, is Raiders Bingo.
2.5 minutes gone, second quarter. The ball just outside the 50-metre arc for Winchelsea, kicking to the Geelong end in this second quarter. Good throw in there. Reed doing the ruck work. Comes out for Werribee. Kick, wild kick to centre wing. Over the head there of Calvert. Burt attacks the footy. Does well. Wins it. Now gets the ball to Boot. Well inside forward 54. So
well, he hasn't done much down the back half, so he'll move him around so he can get a touch.
Larry, you give him a bag when they need one, mate. Umpire about to throw the ball back in. Winchelsea need a goal here because they finished the second quarter very well, but the first blood was drawn by Werribee at the start of the second term with a good goal. Kicked by the big fella Bernardo. Up they go. High fly at the back of the pack for Stuka.
Looking to the chair, was he?
That didn't collect.
Yeah.
Ball thrown in. Reed push forward. No free kicks at the umpire. Stephen Ryan gets a long handball. Oh, blatantly dropped the footy there. Werribee picked up by Pilgrim. Hooked it around the body. That's a bit better. Towards half forward. Oh, free kick pushing the back. Surely the umpire in good position this time. And Nathan Reed has taken the free kick.
So that must have been obvious. My wife gives the push in the back seat there. She's a champion netball administrator.
Well, Nathan Reed's in the right spot. That's where he's got to be. He'll straighten the team up if he can stay on that arc there and work that arc and not get too far onto the flanks.
Well, the man on the mark directly in front, 45 metres out. Reed will need to kick from just inside the 50-metre arc.
Only 3 players in the square. They obviously think Reed can kick it. No trouble with the distance.
Well, I think distance won't be a problem because if any breeze, it's behind him. Nathan Reed moves in. Beautiful kick off the boot. Has it got the distance?
It sure has.
Oh, it's a great kick for Nathan Reed. So that's levelled the score for the quarter. That's a goal apiece, and that's the third for Winchelsea. The first for Nathan Reed. 3 goals, 18. Winchelsea, 3 goals, 2-20. Werribee Central's Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, he was in the right position, wasn't he, to kick that goal, and there's a good lesson to be learnt there, and this wind is pretty well blowing straight down the Geelong end of the ground, as we nominated early in the game. So if you get in that position, bomb it straight in, because you can kick them from there.
All right, we're back to where we were at quarter time. The margin is just 2 points. 20 plays 18 in the Raider Bingo second quarter scoreboard to the centre we go. Chance for McFarlane tried to burst away at the centre. Thrown off the foot, he didn't have it. Play on the call, went towards Wallen. He couldn't get it. Cornish, who's been good, picks it up and punt kicks it back towards half forward line. Johnson at the back of the pack, the pencil. Sold the dummy with the hand pass, then ran onto the right foot, kicked down towards half forward, out looking for Reed. Couldn't take the mark, knocked away from him, picked up at ground level. Hutchison around the body with a left foot kick. And he's got Pilgrim just inside the boundary line. Probably too far out from there. Be an awkward kick to score, I'd reckon.
Can he kick a footy, though?
He can kick a footy, this bloke.
Well, let's have a look at him. You're going to have to be Superman to kick this one, I reckon.
Oh, come on, umpire. You can't run after the mark.
I would
like
have thought
that.
that's a 50 metres because the Werribee players, as Eric said, just ran straight over the mark. Pilgrim attempts to kick it high, wide and handsome, doesn't make the distance. Off the back of the pack, Gillum got a hand on it. Goes there towards Ryan of Werribee. His kick was smothered. In goes the wicket keeper Wainwright, pushed it in front of him, got to his teammate Walland. A left foot snap from Matthew Walland is offline at 1 point. Only goes on the board. The margin's just 1 point now. 20 plays 19. The Centrals are in front on the Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard.
Out of bounds in the full.
Out of the full. The umpire looked like give it a point.
Looked like a behind from here.
Okay.
The free kick has gone to Roland Beck for Werribee Centrals. Kicks long outside 50. Reed attacks it from behind. Pilgrim, handball to Wallen. Wallen off a step. Oh, shocking kick, but it's luck is a fortune.
Oh, great pass.
Because it's fallen into the arms of Wainwright.
Wainwright. Winger.
That was he had obviously decided he had no left foot, so he kicked it off the outside of the boot of the right foot, trying to kick it back behind him, and Wainwright just happened to be standing there.
A reverse torpedo, is that a fair comment?
Yeah, mongrel punt, I'd call that. Don't wrap that one up.
So the man in the mark, 30 metres out directly in front. Wainwright now moves in. A goal important here for...
Got to go to a wedding, mate. The bloke I was the best man for about 28 years ago. He's getting married again.
Hey, you're not going near the casino.
Well, I'm not going to be the best man. I reckon I mossed him the first time.
If you're going near the casino, I've got 50 you can put on sports bet for me. On Winch.
Well, look, I'll take the 50 and I'll let you know how you went next week. That's all right with you. Back to the centre. The Winchelsea boys have hit the front. The Blues are in front. As the umpire lets a rip again, up he goes, and the big fellow, that was Hardingham, got the knockdown, taken away by Gillum. He's tackled, loses possession. Tawney's got it out of the centre, down towards the high-flying Burt. He couldn't take the mark, should have held that one. Went back after it, lost it, got one high, and he'll take the free kick, Burt. He's 35 metres out from goal, directly in front.
He wouldn't want too many knocks like that after last week, I wouldn't have thought. That was a pretty heavy knock.
Boy's shaking the head. He's got the radio out there, I reckon. He's tuned to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of Canterbury footy, and he's going to have a shot from goal. This is a good chance to Winchelsea to assert their superiority here, Laurie.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Cookie, where are they kicking them from? Dead in front.
Oh, they like it too. They're clapping down on the goal square. 4 points on the board. Scotty Burt knocked out last week, taken to hospital in an ambulance. He's back. He's kicked the goal. Winchelsea go further ahead. The scoreboard now reads Werribee Central's 3-2-20, and Winchelsea, like this one, 4 goals straight.
5 straight.
5 straight, in fact. I like that better. 5 straight 30.
So, terrific start, Laurie, in this quarter.
Yeah, very good, Eric. Yeah, that's right. They're getting the ball out of the centre. Centre clearances are very good into the forward 50 quick and through the goals.
So you've been given a summons. So good luck in the afternoon, Cookie, and thanks very much for your assistance.
I just got the 5-minute warning. When you read Mary's Lotus, that's a 5-minute warning. I'll do the next 5 minutes and I'll go. Back into the centre they go at ground level. A chance for Werribee to throw the ball out through Jewel. Punched it, in fact. Pastuka breaks the pack in the centre. An left foot kick from Pastuka into the forward zone. Teammate missed it. Picked up there at the back line.
Wallen.
Wallen was it? Got it out towards the centre wing. Picked up here. Wainwright ridden into the ground.
21 Winch. They lead. Werribee Central's 3-2-20. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes gone.
Laurie, they're playing like they want to play in the finals, Winch, aren't they?
They certainly do. They're playing like Pricey probably wished they'd have played last week.
Okay, I've got 1 minute to go, said Eric, and I'm off. So here we go, folks, on 94.7 The Pulse. This is it for me for the day, as the ball's kicked back into play by Nathan Cornish. Short kick marked by the big fella down there in Chris Gillum. Takes the mark, very solid performer. He's in the back pocket, doesn't look to have anywhere to go, so he has to kick it high towards half back. Flighting back with the flight of the football was Burt. He felt his derriere that time. He's got his okay. Hand pass from Roland Beck's okay. Well, the one come across there to Gillum, who's run well from the back pocket after receiving that free kick. Kicks it towards the centre of the ground. Which has got the numbers. Comes across to Davis. His hand pass that came from Reed. He got it across there to Price. Left foot kick from Price. A beautiful pass by Paul Price. Oh, great kick. Great kick into the arms of his waiting teammate down there in Anthony Ketchum.
First kick for him.
If he can get on his game, it's his first kick. Winchelsea, of course, could go further ahead. They lead at the moment 5-1-31 to 3-2-20. The margin's 11 points. This for a 17-point break. As I can prepare to stand up, I'll call this one through and I'll be off like Grandma's 90. Which Grandpa used to think was rather sensational. I'm really going to tell you that.
You cleaned that one up a bit, mate.
Yeah, I did too. Here we go. Kitchen needs to kick this.
Been all Winch.
Yes, as David just said there, Eric, they're here to play today, Winch, and look, they've got to win today to get in this fight if they've got a chance, and they're going about the right manner.
So in the middle once again, Hardingham got the tap down. Bogey picks it up, goes towards Burt at centre half forward. He's spoilt by Swaits. Does do well at ground level. Burt comes back on the footy, picks it up. Handball, yes, gets it out to Wainwright on the left foot, round the body, Wainwright, oh, across the face of goal as he kicked it.
I think he has.
He has, a magnificent goal. Second goal for the quarter to Stevie Wainwright, and it's raining goals at the moment for Winchelsea. That's their seventh. 7-1-43 Winch. They lead Werribee Central 3-2-20. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone, and great goal there, Loz.
There certainly was certainly some very, very good signs here for Winchelsea. There's no doubt about that as they make a change now, and Reed off, and who's number 8? McKernan on. I haven't seen him play, I don't think, this year. In the reserves, I haven't.
Now, Dave played one game, I think, earlier, and he's a bloke with great experience in senior footy.
Matty Wallen now in the middle as well, Eric, so they're getting the good players around the cherry.
Well, they're really making every post a winner at the present moment, Winchelsea, as the ball goes up once again. Hardingham again wins the tap down. Chris Gillum, though, the captain, the coach, comes to the fore. He's immediately tackled. Hutchison, handball out wide to Bogey. Bogey on the left foot, goes wide. Nobody to kick to. Looks for the safety of the boundary, and he's found it. In fact, had to chase it himself. But a terrific kick for touch in another code, Loz, and did it well. Yes,
very good, and he's playing a good game too, Simon. He's trying hard there. Run was for Stuka.
So the ball now, out of bounds, out of side, centre wing. Boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Hardingham, beaten on that occasion by Clayton, as the ball really doesn't come out too well until Price. He's tackled without the footy, Hardingham. Handball over the top to Bogey. Handball to McFarlane, who's running. McFarlane on the left foot. The leads come from McKernan. Unfortunately, the kick's a little too wide and beats McKernan to the boundary line and over. Ball will be thrown in. Boundary umpire, the ball moves so quickly. Boundary umpire, I reckon, was 80 metres behind that, Laurie.
It certainly goes quick with this breeze, Eric. There is a very, very strong breeze. I said 3 goals at the start of the game. I think it might be even more than that. If you get in the right quarter of the ground, it seems to go very, very quickly.
So at 14.5 minutes, 43 plays 20. Winchelsea in front. The ball 30 metres from the behind post. Up high, Thwaites for Werribee. McFarlane held without the footy. Play on to the umpire. Big pack of players over the footy. Oh, I thought he was going to ping somebody for holding the ball because it was under a Werribee player. Chris Gillum, I think, might have been getting up down there. So the ball now, 30 metres from goal for Winch. Up high was Burt. Doesn't take the footy. Ball comes to ground, under a heap of players again. Umpire will have a repeat performance. So
pretty scrambly just right at the moment.
Usually third time's a free kick, Laurie, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I think there's a bit of urgency in Werribee's game, Eric. They have to apply a bit of pressure or this is going to slip right away from them.
Well, the tap down was from Burt, went to Bogey. The left foot snap was marked in the goal square by Clayton. Handball to Beck. Beck relieves the pressure for Werribee Centrals. Out wide. Numbers out there with Winchelsea. As Wallen takes the mark, runs on, has 2 bounces, runs to forward 50.
Who's that with the ball? Dixon, is it? Cornish.
Looks like Cornish doing the kicking in, and a very short kick has found Jewel. Jewel now, not too sure where to go. Werribee, they're under pressure, and really under pressure, Laurie, aren't they?
Yes, they've They've got too many players down in their 50, don't know where to go.
So Jewel now, he's gone wide. There's 3 kicks and it's still inside defensive 50, but it's in the arms of Roland Beck. So now Werribee looks to get out of the defensive 50. Beck does that with a long kick towards centre wing. Numbers out there with Winchelsea as Burt in front. Strong mark.
Starting to work his way into the game a bit, Eric.
He is, and probably in the forward half, which is probably a good spot to be. Well, the kick's not that brilliant. Actually touched off the boot. Handball from Price to Pilgrim. Pilgrim from the impossible angle. That is a magnificent goal! On the boundary, wrong side for a left footer. And Adrian Pilgrim has threaded it through. Well, well, well. When you're hot, Laurie, and that's the 8th goal for the Winchelsea side. 8-2-50. They lead Werribee Central's 3-2-20. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes gone.
Well, you mentioned there before to David Cook, Eric, that this boy can really kick a footy, and that was no exception. And he's quite a capable player when he gets his hands on the footy. So there was a great goal. Good work from Pricey as well. They're teaming pretty well, Winch, and as we said before, they look pretty hot right at the moment. Well,
as you were speaking, Clayton has come off the ground and Robinson has come on. So an interesting change in the ruck for the Werribee side. There's the ball up in the middle once again. Hardingham clearly tapped down to McFarlane. Quickly onto the boot in the middle of the ground. Over the head of players, it bounces. Picked up by Thwaites. He gets a handball to Simmons. Simmons under pressure. Chips it on the left foot. Has found Chug a long way from full forward. He's in the centre square. Not too sure where to go now. Called to play on by the umpire. Chips it short. The lead out there. Well, I don't know where he was going. Chris Gillan perhaps, but the mark taken by Warland. Warland now. That's not a good kick either. Straight across the ground. Free kick. No. Play on, said the umpire. Simmons with strength. Gets away from the tackle. Kicks it toward the middle of the ground. Picked up there by, well, player under a bit of pressure. Hutchison. Back to him from, in fact, it wasn't Hutchison. It was McGregor. The ball in the arms of Price at centre half forward. He chips it to Hutchison, who's now running toward the middle of the ground. And for Werribee Centrals, it is Chris Kelly taking the mark. 9 goals to 56 Winch. They lead Werribee Centrals 3-2-20. All Winchelsea in the second quarter as Chris Gillan takes the mark on centre wing. Handball to Calvert, who's running on centre wing. Kicks towards half forward. From behind, mark not taken by Robinson. Over to Ryan on the left foot to full forward. Bernardo in front. Can't take the mark. Numbers there with Werribee Centrals as Ryan accepts the handball. Off a step. It's not a bad looking pot shot. Unfortunately, just offline for Werribee. So Stephen Ryan, a late inclusion, has kicked it behind. And that's the first score for quite a while for Werribee Centrals. 3-3-21. They trail Winchelsea 9-2-56. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes gone.
It's about the second time they've been in their forward 50, Eric, in the second quarter. One resulted in an early goal, but that's the next time it's got there well into the second quarter.
So now Matthew Warland will kick in for Winchelsea. Whistle to play on by the umpire. Found player on his own in Davis on half-back flank. Has taken the mark. What's he going to do with it? Not a lot to kick to. Decides to go long. Looking for McFarlane on centre wing. He's in good position. McFarlane can't take the mark. There's a umpire doesn't know where's going where. He's gone the wrong way. As
Robinson, I think he was a shepherd on. I think he indicated that.
Okay, so Robinson of Werribee Central. So nobody too sure what was happening there. That's a free kick against Calvert. Go to Warland. Flying for the mark, interfered with Warland completely. So Matthew Warland in the back pocket for Winchelsea. Has the mark, not too sure, decides to play on, goes across the ground. It's a long kick. Out there is Mini. Will need to take the mark, doesn't do so. Now he's in trouble, ball taken off him, turned over, comes to Bernardo, to Johns. Johns runs inside forward 50. Decides to chip it short, and Calvert takes the mark. Oh, played on. Great tackling there by Davis for Winchelsea. Now the turnover has come to the Winch side. Drew the handball Mini over the top to Bogey. He's got the player running out wide is Hutchison. Hutchison chips it on the left foot. The lead from McKernan, and Winch have moved the ball a full length of the ground very, very quickly because McKernan now has taken the mark inside forward 50. The low skimming kick to full forward. Terrific pass. Taunier again. He's proving a headache so far in this game for the Werribee Central's defence.
I think he's looking for 50 and a bit unlucky he didn't get one, I'd say, as well.
I think there's a Chug down there. Chug now in defence. in some games, Laurie, I feel sure that would have been a 50-metre penalty without a doubt. But Tawney now on a very, very acute angle on the boundary, decides to run around, hooks it around the body. Goal umpire has a good look at it. What's he going to do? It's a magnificent goal, Clinton Tawney. That's 3 for the game. And that's the 10th for the Winchelsea side. Well, the horns are tooting. The Winchelsea people have come to see their side play well, and they're doing that at the moment. 10-2, 62 Winch. They lead Werribee Central 3-3-21. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 23.5 minutes gone.
Well, I know when I watch AFL footy, Eric, I look at the turnovers that it cost you, and that was a bad turnover from Simon Coleman. I'm not sure he wasn't aware of who was around him, where there wasn't enough talking, but somehow or other he got this, the ball stripped from him, went down to the ball ground and so quickly, and resulted in the goal to Tawney, who is playing a very, very good game actually. He's had 8 kicks and he's kicked 3 goals as well, so he's certainly playing well.
Well, Pricey coming off the ground and Season coming back onto the ground for Winch in the middle. Hardingham got the tap down again. Getting through there, Johns gets a handball to Robinson somehow. Robinson, the long kick, the full forward. Hampshire almost fell over, but Winch with numbers. Get the ball clear, this time to Davis again on the half-back. Handball quickly. They're running the ball very, very well, and on the ground there, Wainwright takes the mark, backward of centre wing. Chips it towards running player in Jones. He can't take the footy, nor can Reed. Taken off him. Oh, terrific defensive work there by Winch. Reed again. Can't get the footy. Finally picks it up. Over to Davis. Johns wins it off him. Oh, it's pretty tight in the clinches there. Players tackling very hard, but Werribee Central's come clear to Cornish by hand. Terrible kick from Cornish along the ground. Does get to a teammate. This time it is Eisenberg. He goes right across the ground, and they're being forced very wide in this quarter. The Werribee side picked up by Calvert. Pilgrim does a terrific job, but Calvert comes back, kick off the ground, but in defence, great mark there for Winchelsea by Johnson. Johnson now kicks towards centre wing. Numbers with Davis, can't take the mark, but numbers for Winch, picked up by Bogey. Over the top by hand, Wainwright, back to Davis. Davis now, the skimming kick into the forward area. Reed, Nathan, picks it up, he gets a call there from Kitchen.
Well, they just that little bit of time he took to get it right, just able to get the back half, we were able to get in and get the hand on and touch the footy. But they're under siege at Werribee, and Winch are playing a good brand of footy at the moment.
So 26 minutes gone, the most important 2 or 3 minutes here for Werribee Central as Jason Pastuka kicks in. Long kick, going to land just outside 50. Burt didn't take the mark. At the back of the pack, Swaits picks it up, round the body. Oh, Pilgrim attacks the footy, dropped it. Good tackle there. Advantage paid for Werribee as Johns goes forward. The leaders come from Chris Gillam, takes the mark on forward 50. Now he's got players streaming out from the full forward position. Bernardo thought about playing on. He's taken the mark 35 metres from goal, 45-degree angle, and a very important kick for Werribee Centrals at the 27-minute mark of this second quarter. They need to get a goal here, get themselves back on track. As Bernardo now, we're behind the line of the kick, moves in for Werribee Centrals, has one to his name. That's a beautiful kick from Bernardo. Goal umpire hardly has to move.
That's a great goal.
And that's a lovely second goal to Mark Bernardo, and the 4th to the Werribee Central side. 4-3-27. They trail Winchelsea 10-3, 63. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard. We've ticked past 27 minutes. Yeah,
that was a nice goal, Eric. There wasn't an easy shot into that breeze like that, but he struck it beautifully and kicked it over a fair distance as well. So they certainly needed that. They need a lot more. They've got to get their game together now and try and put a couple more on top of that and go in at half-time with some sort of respectability.
So the umpire back in the middle once again. Puts the ball in the air. Hardingham beaten by the big fellow Robinson. Comes down to Bogey. He can't pick it up. Great tackle. Ball under a number of players again, and the umpire said no prior opportunity. So the ball will be put up in the air as Cornish gives the ball back to the umpire. Robinson again gets over the top there of Hardingham. Little slippery in the middle. Comes out by Johns looking for Jewell. He can't pick it up. There's a high tackle against Bogey to Jewell. And free kick there will go to Werribee Centrals. As Brad Jewell on the defensive side of the centre square goes very wide toward the boundary. Numbers out there with Werribee as Johns takes the mark. Plays on quickly now. The chip pass to Calvert. They're chipping it about Werribee, but they're maintaining possession. True centre wing there. Calvert back in towards the corridor. Wind holding it up. Davis push forward. Mark paid there to Chris Gillum.
His arms.
So Gillum now chips it quickly. Oh, there's a magnificent defensive mark there by Minnie at centre half back. And well, it's a shocking kick by him. Finds Johnson. They've got numbers there. Handball to Hampshire. A little chip pass to Wainwright. So Winchelsea out of danger temporarily. Toward the middle of the ground. Christian McFarlane takes the mark inside the centre square. Adjacent to the centre circle. He decides to kick long. Lead out there from... Burt, a magnificent pack mark. Big pack of players, and Scotty Burt, goodness me, came from nowhere, has taken the mark. The man on the mark is on 49 metres, would almost be a little too far, I think, for Scott Burt. Laurie?
Yeah, I think it might be Eric. If he was right in front, it might give him a better show. It deserves a goal, if I can put it that way. Eric, a mark like that deserves a goal if he can finish off with beautiful football.
Sensational mark, moves in. 30 minutes gone as Jason Festuca now. The long kick lead came out there for Werribee from Cunningham, but he's under real pressure from the big fella Hardingham. Made good ground there, the big fella.
Yeah, he did, Eric, and I was just going to go back to that Robinson doing quite a good job at the throw-ups for Werribee. Good move there to take Clayton off and bring Robinson on.
Well, he's fresh and he's jumping pretty high, so the ball, Hardingham this time gets the tap down for Winchelsea. Big pack of players in there. Hutchison immediately tackled, so the pressure's coming on as Johns toe poked the ball forward, able to pick it up now himself. The low skimming pass into the forward 50. Calvert went without the footy, picked up there by Pilgrim, kicked it to nobody, and mark taken by Chug for Werribee Centrals. Back inboard to Cornish. Cornish now plays on quickly, gets around Bogey. Terrible kick from him, looking for a Gillum. Gillum makes it good, runs to 50. Oh, he's run a long way, inside 50. It's a beautiful kick, but what's happened? So it's a free kick after he kicked the football, was it?
Don't know, mate, to be quite honest with you.
It was off the football. It was the ball landed in the goal square, and Bernardo and Hampshire, you keep an eye on them, because if the goal umpire's fair dinkum, Mark Bernardo could be in a bit of bother. However, the free kick has gone to Winchelsea. Now the game will continue as the other umpire comes in.
I'll try and watch it.
So Davis now with the mark at centre half back goes wide, looking for McFarlane. Chug takes the footy. They're going to have no one to kick to because they're all in a bit of a barney up there. And as Davis picks it up, well, doesn't pick it up on half back. He's pushed out of the way far too easily. And now there's a free kick against Bernardo, and it's been coming for a while. It's a long way off the football. The free kick will go to Winchelsea. This is what should happen last week.
Yeah.
The good umpiring there. The umpire there saw an infringement. So now free kick paid to Winchelsea down the ground as Pilgrim accepts a handball. Long kick over the half-forward position. Reed fell to ground. Lucky enough to pick it up. Handball to McKernan. He can't, he just can't bend down and pick the footy up. In fact, it's Jones. Hardingham comes in to give him a hand. Great handball out to Hutchison. Over to Davis, having a good quarter. Davis now into the full forward position. Tornio leads in the race for the footy. Falls to the back of the pack, but off hands, it's over the boundary line. 5 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Winchelsea. 32 minutes gone in the second quarter, and a goal here would be a huge asset for the Winchelsea side late in the second quarter. Ball thrown in. Thwaites and Burt doing the ruck work. Comes to ground for Stuka, immediately tackled. Ball kicked the wrong way there by Stuka under pressure. Picked up by Beck. Kicks it to defensive 50. Ball bounces well for Johns. Picks it up. Hooks it around the body. The lead's come there from Calvert. And Calvert a little bit too slick for Pilgrim. Kicks it towards half forward. Great lead there by Eisenberg for Werribee Centrals. Now can they get a goal before half-time? Werribee is the ball now. Oh, shocking kick. Eisenberg straight in the arms of Christian McFarlane. And he takes the mark almost unattended. Kicks it long towards centre half forward. Reed needs to take a mark. Can't do that. Picked up there by Simmons. Handball to advantage for Werribee. Coming through strongly with Season. Missed the footy. Jewell picks it up. Handball over to Thwaites. Thwaites now for Werribee Centrals to centre half forward. Numbers there with Werribee Centrals. Robinson attacks the footy. Runs through.
Whoa.
The ball is Well, I don't know, he's given a free kick for, I just thought it was a hip and shoulder bump, to be quite honest, but the ball is actually being relayed back to Robinson, who kicked it, and it's from where he kicked it. And the man on the mark is 45 metres from goal, directly in front. Robinson showing no ill effects at all, so maybe a bit of an overreaction perhaps from the umpire there, Loz, do you think?
Yeah, it could have been, Eric. I'm not sure. I know he'll want to do better with this kick than the one he just did, because it just went straight up in the air, so we'll just see what happens here.
So now Robinson now, 34 minutes gone.
They need one here.
It's 8 goals to 2 for the quarter. It's a nice looking kick for Robinson for distance. Unfortunately, it is offline, and a goal most important there for Werribee, but they don't get it. 4-4-28. They trail Winchelsea 10-4-64. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 34.5 minutes gone. So now Pilgrim whistle to kick the ball in, which he does. It's a long kick. It's picked up there by Chris Gillam. He's hooked it toward full forward. It's offline again. Another opportunity gone missing for the Werribee Central side. 4-5-29. They trail Winchelsea 10-4-64. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 35 minutes gone. So it's a long quarter.
He's kicked a few goals though. I guess that's the reason for why, but it seems extremely long for no incidents.
So Pilgrim, he's got hold of that one. That's in the middle of the ground. McFarlane doesn't take the mark. Werribee at the drop of the footy through Calvert, runs to 50, hooks it around the body. Numbers there with Werribee Centrals. Where were the Winchelsea defenders? As there seem to be Werribee players absolutely everywhere, and the mark taken by Eisenberg. So now the man on the mark is 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Hardingham was the man on the mark, and he's immediately gone back to the goal line, which
smart thing.
You should do if you're the tallest player on the ground. So now the siren has sounded, so this will be a kick after the siren. It's not a bad looking kick. I think he might have missed it also. So another bad miss for Werribee, but it is half time. And at half time, Werribee Centrals 4 goals 6-30, trail Winchelsea 10-4-64. Terrific second quarter. 8 goals 3 to Winchelsea, 2 goals 4 to Werribee Centrals. Goal kickers to half time for Winchelsea: Taunier 3, Wainwright 2, 1 each to Kitchen, Burt, Reid, Pilgrim and McFarlane. And for Werribee Centrals, 2 to Bernardo, 1 to Kelly and 1 to Chug. So that's it, half time here at Galvin Park. Werribee Centrals 4-6-30, trail Winchelsea 10-4-64.
Might be Wallen, has a bounce as he takes that mark. Wainwright it was, took 2 bounces as well, kicked the ball towards the centre wing. Player caught behind there was Taunier, went back after it again, used his body well, cleared a path there for Reid. He got a hand pass over the top to Bogey. Bogey goes back to Taunier on the run. 1 bounce inside 50, straightens up. This could be Winchelsea's first. Great goal kicked by Clinton Taunier. That was great play, Laurie. But the way they brought the ball from the boundary line in the back pocket all the way out the ground.
Terrific stuff. That's what they got to do at Winchelsea. Good to see him getting a fair bit of the footy. He's already had 4 kicks at Taunier, so he's in the play, and you've got to have your good players fired up.
So it's the first quarter, Winchelsea 1 goal. They trail Werribee Centrals 2-1, 13 Victory Trophies first quarter scoreboard, 13.5 minutes gone, and Wainwright is carrying on his good form from last week, Laurie.
Yes, he's a good little player, Stevie Wainwright. The wicket keeper is Cookie calls him.
So the ball back in the middle. Umpire about to get the game underway once again. Moves to the circle, puts the ball in the air once again. Clayton, clear tap down, but at ground level, Winchelsea doing well until Jason Pastuka chips in, hooks it around the body. Calvert takes the mark unattended. Got to pay him a bit more attention than that. Terrible kick from Calvert, up and under towards centre half forward. Kelly in front, can't take the mark. Simmons, handball to nobody. Comes into butter up again and does well. Gets the ball back to John.